Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy. In today's video, I will be doing one of my favorite things regarding my YouTube channel, and that is responding to my hate comments. I did a couple Q&A videos recently. One was more personal questions, one was more luxury bag and LV related. And a question that I got frequently was, how do I deal with these awful, racist, creepy, rude, nasty comments in my YouTube videos? And I answered more thoroughly in that video, but in today's video, I want to do a deep dive of kind of my favorite. And in the past few months, I have been posting my favorite comments in my Instagram stories. And then I've even been archiving them in an Instagram highlight reel. So check that out if you are interested. If you don't already, by the way, I recommend you follow me on Instagram. It's @aheatedmess. Whenever there's a great deal or a sale on luxury item or anything, I will post in my Instagram stories. So if you like to save money, then go ahead and follow me on there. And then you can also enjoy my YouTube comments. Yeah, there's a lot. And I tried to initially organize it by type. So I was going to do like a whole racist comments and then creepy pervert comments, but it just is all jumbled up because they just kind of flood in. In my Q&A video, some people were surprised that I was getting so many comments, and you know, if you don't scroll through the comment section, you might not see it, but there are some videos that I have posted that I guess are just really controversial, the subjects, and it just really triggers something in my viewers, whether it's my subscribers or just people who stumble onto the channel. And that's fine. I am always open to hearing your comments and suggestions and criticisms. But if you are gonna come at me with racism and idiocy, you better be prepared to hold your own. And unfortunately, a lot of these people who try to outsmart me, it just doesn't go well for them. So anyway, let's just dive right in. I'm gonna start at the beginning of my highlight reel because some of these go really far back. And I'm gonna have to do this in a couple videos, so be prepared. There will be more, but I'll kind of highlight my favorite. So the first one, and this response was pretty short. I generally try to be very brief in my response because what I find to be funny are people who comment these encyclopedia length comments, ranting and raving and trying to make a point, and I just respond very briefly, and I think it agitates them even further. Anyway, so this comment was very interesting because I think the person wasn't trying to be rude or racist or offensive, but obviously, if you have to start off prefacing your comment by saying no shade, there will be shade. If you have to start off by saying with all due respect, you are about to be disrespectful. If you say no offense, but you're gonna offend someone. So this person writes, no shade, but honestly, why does LV high Asian women? I'm in the southwest of the country and I saw several Asian women in the boutiques. LV is French, so why? With 4 question marks. First of all, this comment is problematic in 2 ways. One, yes, LV is French, but that doesn't prohibit them from hiring non-French people. And 2, a French person can be Asian, right? Being French is a nationality. Many ethnicities live in France. Therefore, you can be Asian and you can be French. They are not mutually exclusive. Just like I'm Asian and I live in America. I am American and I am Asian. I guess that's it. So yeah, I just said, wow. I'll have to dig up my additional responses. I did engage with this person back and forth, but they just weren't understanding it. They just thought LV is a French company and therefore should only hire French people. At some point, you can't convince someone of facts. They just believe what they believe and their perception is their reality. Okay, next one. Mara A says, if people have fake bags, why are you judging them, calling them exhibitionist people? Would you have afforded an LV bag if you hadn't worked at the LV bag and got your free perks and met a millionaire to afford it all? Fakes are all over, so stop being so up your arse, you snotty person. This video is horrible about fake. Fake, if anyone is fake, it's you. Be a humble, kind person. There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, the way it ends, it's so funny because often the people who tell me to be humble and kind are the rudest, nastiest people. So I respond, thanks so much for watching, Mara. Because I usually just thank them. You know, like I said, they expect me to engage in an argument with them and I'm not gonna do that. So she responded, I appreciate you aren't really bothered and trying this do the kill with kindness attitude, but this video is not cool. I said, thank you, I appreciate your engagement. But that's another thing. So I always say thank you for watching and thank you for your engagement because anyone who watches my channel, it helps my channel. When you continue to engage and comment on my channel, it helps my channel. So I appreciate it, thank you. I posted this on my Instagram stories. I sometimes don't want to respond directly to the person because it gives them more ammo. But in my Instagram stories, I said, no need for a millionaire. I went to law school, worked hard, and buy my own bags. So what jumped out at me, in addition to her hypocritically telling me to be a humble, kind person while calling me snotty and up my arse, she says, I only would have afforded LV bags because I met a millionaire. What millionaire? Where's this millionaire? Okay. My husband would want to know where this millionaire is who's buying me bags. He would probably want to thank him. There are no millionaires. There are no millionaires here. My husband and I work very hard and I buy my own bags. I don't know what to tell you. That was another theme in these comments, are people who assume that I'm a gold digger and I married a rich husband. And that is not true. Thanks, Mara. Okay, this one is funny. So this is just an obvious kind of troll. When I wake up in the morning, I scan my YouTube comments and I get notifications. If the notification is grayed out, it means that the person deleted it, generally. I mean, you know, whatever. But this person, in a series of 3 comments on 3 different videos within a matter of an hour, his initial YouTube handle was his real name, Jason Wong. And when he realized that he was commenting with his real name, he quickly changed it to his alter ego, Magic Mouse. But he left a series of comments on 3 separate videos. He says, Jason Wong, you're gonna get sued by LVMH. And then the second video, you basically lied your way into the job. You couldn't make the something something. And then again with his alter ego, Magic Mouse, you know LVMH gonna sue your ass for releasing company, blah, blah, blah. So Jason Wong, I am so sorry that you accidentally forgot to log out of your real YouTube channel name. It's great that you corrected your mistake, but going forward, Jason Wong, if you're going to comment on someone's YouTube channel without logging out of your real YouTube name, just know that your notifications are still gonna come up and I'm still gonna see your real name, Jason Wong. So then I just captioned it, when you forget to change your YouTube handle from your real name before leaving a series of troll comments. Thanks, Jason Wong. I appreciate the engagement. Here's another gold digger one. So this is the same one as before, Mara A. Basically, she's a gold digger and needs to make headlines as she is irrelevant, needs to make herself known. She's leaking all LV business, which they could take her for because they fired her. Do you not know confidentiality? Leaking client confidentiality and your colleagues, you're so bad. Ban her from YouTube. She never talks about positivity, always slamming people. First of all, I love the poetic format of this comment. It's like slam poetry meets haiku. Just throw punctuation and grammar out the window. She calls me a gold digger once again. This is the person who assumed I was married to a millionaire and not that I went to law school and I have worked in my legal profession for years and can afford my own bags. She's leaking LV business, which they could take her for because they fired her. Do you not know confidentiality? Oh, this was another common assumption, was that I got fired from LV. I was not fired from LV. I worked there for many years and then I left to go to law school and pursue my professional legal career. I was not fired. I did actually very well at LV and I earned bonuses, but so yeah, sorry, Mara. Just like in her other comments, she's telling me to be humble and be kind while at the same time telling me to go up my arse. And then in this one, she's saying I never talk about positivity, but she is just being completely negative and calling me a gold digger, so. All right, thanks for watching, Mara. This one was really sad. Emi, what exactly is the point of this video? It doesn't make any sense what she's saying, blah, blah, blah. I am so sorry. This person seems to be struggling with comprehension. They might be hurting. It seems like they're confused. I really hope they're okay. So I responded and said, I'm sorry you're confused. Hope you feel better soon. Thanks so much for watching. You know, you just really need to encourage these people who are just really struggling with understanding things. It's scary. Being confused is really scary sometimes. Emi, I hope you're okay. Praying for you. A man of few words. Jay Tendo simply wrote, all caps, gook. One of my most controversial and most watched videos is where I talk about how clients would come in to LV. When I worked for LV, we would have clients who would come in with counterfeit bags. And I talked about the different interactions that we would have with them when often, you know, they would try to have a counterfeit bag repaired. And obviously, you know, LV doesn't repair bags that are not their own. So it would often end badly. That video, again, just seems to be very controversial. People have very strong opinions about counterfeit bags. If you want to buy a counterfeit bag, that's fine. It seems that a lot of people who do purchase and use counterfeit bags really were offended by that video. So in this case, Jay Tendo, let it be known, he was offended. Again, brevity is key for this guy, Jay Tendo. Here's the thing, Jay Tendo, you're wrong because that ethnic slur doesn't even apply to me. I'm Filipino. I don't know if we have a specific ethnic slur. The G word, the origins of that word comes from, my understanding is from the Korean War. because when the American soldiers were landing, you know, in Korea, I think the Korean word for it's either soldier or American is miguk. That's my understanding. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And so when the Americans were landing, they heard these Koreans saying that miguk, and they thought they were saying, oh, me, like they were calling themselves that. So that's where that ethnic slur came. So that is really targeting Koreans. And I'm not Korean, so you're mistaken, Jay Tendo. Thanks for that racist slur that isn't even factually correct. So I just wrote, nope, try again. YouTube, again, this is grayed out because YouTube automatically filters certain words, obviously racial slurs, curse words, any kind of a URL website, because this is to prevent bots and spam and stuff. So unfortunately I couldn't have responded as much as I would have responded and to engage in a conversation about, you know, racial slurs and educating him. That would have been, I think, helpful, but he unfortunately didn't come back. So his comment was filtered and I haven't heard from him again. All right, this was an encyclopedia. So this was in my video where I talk about how you can save money on LV fragrances because they offer fragrance refills, which some people might not know. And so I kind of break down the math, and it works out to about almost a 40% discount. It's about 37%. And so this person, Heart of the Ocean, tries to explain it. I can't even I'll post it. You can read it if you want, blah, 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 blah. They talk about a larger size. What's funny is they start off very condescending, and this person says, Missy, your math makes no sense at all, blah, blah, blah. You are not paying attention in your math class. I know math is not where you shine. Let me explain you in simple words. Thank you, Heart of the Ocean, for explaining me in simple words. In my Q&A video, I actually did mention that I was pretty good in math. I was captain of my mathletes and I was the highest scorer one year. I would say I'm pretty good at math and I can figure out percentages. And so whatever, I can't even read his message, but in my response, I said, hi, a $165 refill on the 100 ml $265 bottle is a savings of 37.7%, whereas a $330 refill on the larger $390 bottle is only a 15% savings. So you just have to explain it simply. This guy is going back and forth. He's just making it a lot more complicated than it needs to be. The whole point of my video was that you can save money. You can save almost 40%, which you can. And I'm not wrong, so sorry, Heart of the Ocean. I appreciate your attempt in trying to explain me in simple words, but you know, it didn't really work. This guy was interesting. Alan Portant. He commented in my toxic work culture video, you look like you have a toxic vagineer, my lady. What is a vagineer? What is that? Is that a female engineer? Is that a lady doctor? I don't know what it is, but fortunately for me, Alan came back. He replied to another comment in that same video. Someone else wrote about their toxic work culture in luxury retail. And this same guy, Alan Portant, writes, I think you people whine a lot. So who's you people? Is it you people in luxury retail? Is it you people, me, and this Aaron Cook, who appears to be also a minority? So minorities whine a lot? Like, I'm not sure. And so he just couldn't help himself. And this is what I love about these people who claim to hate my videos. They are the ones who respond and comment the most. So in his third comment in, you know, a matter of 15 minutes, he wrote, you are both working for the LVMH group, French students' favorite company for 14 years. You are not recycling car batteries in a Mumbai junkyard. Please stop calling your work environment toxic and get over yourselves. Both of you make me sick. Oh, poor Alan. You know, when people are ill, I mean, I just really have to pray for them. So I just responded, oh, I'm so sorry you feel sick. I hope you feel better soon. Thanks so much for your incessant engagement on my channel despite your illness. So, you know, Alan, he is ill. He's ill from these comments, but he perseveres and he continues to comment. And really, I mean, what a trooper, you know, so praying for Alan. Another incessant commenter, Lily Lee, within 3 minutes wrote just as many comments. Without customers, what do you do? Without customers, you wouldn't have a job. Don't forget that without customers, you wouldn't have a job. So it's like she continued to build and build on her own comments in a series of comments. And, you know, I really appreciate that engagement. It really helps. I responded to one when she says, without customers, what do you do? I said, continue living my best life because I don't have customers anymore. I don't work at LV anymore. So yeah. Oh, this was interesting. This was in my LV discounts and perks video. I talk about how one of the perks we had was our uniform was dry cleaned and that the dry cleaner would pick up our clothes and bring them back the next day and ready to go and pressed and everything was great. So this person, Tasha D, writes, you leave them there for the dry cleaner to pick up. Sounds a bit harsh and not nice. So I wrote back, interesting, how so? And they never responded. So what is harsh about a person doing their job? What is not nice about a person performing the services for which they are paid? I don't really understand that. Okay, oh, this was one of my favorites because we have a cultural anthropologist expert here. I love SMEs, they make the world go round. Username Cyberpro. For example, the bags behind you are ugly and some even garish, which proves that money does not necessarily buy class or good taste. I must have missed a comment. That was a second comment, I think. So I wrote, thank you for your incessant engagement. And they wrote back, well, you pretty much set yourself up to make this often overlooked point, isn't it? I mean, I can tell you are also Southeast Asian, and most of them do tend to have more garish and less refined tastes, similar to Hispanics, parenthetical, loud colors and busy patterns. So even if you were to purchase more expensive items, does not mean that their taste will change. So I responded, wow, Cyberpro and cultural experts. So glad my videos reach such a multi-talented audience. Please continue sharing the taste of others based solely on their ethnicity. So I think that it's amazing that in this one comment, he managed to offend Southeast Asians and Hispanics. So I made a poll and asked, which type are you? Garish Asian or less refined Hispanic. And according to the viewers of this Instagram story, the majority of them identify as less refined Hispanics. I was surprised. I thought there'd be more garish Asians. So, all right, Cyberpro. But yeah, I really appreciate when anthropologists can come in and, you know, stereotype a whole group of people. It's great. This one was interesting. HMDM writes, everything is fake, including your face. I should preface this. A comment that I was getting a lot on, especially my more popular videos, there was a really funny one and I screenshot it. I'll try to include it, but one of them was, your lips are as counterfeit as those bags. So I don't know why people think my lips and my nose are fake. They're not fake. I've never had any kind of injections or lip fillers. I've not had a nose job. I'm Filipino, okay? Maybe people who aren't familiar with Filipinos, we are basically a mix of Asian and Spanish. So our features span a wide range of really tiny noses to, you know, thick, full lips. Some Filipinos have big noses. I take after my mom, I think, and she has more Asian, like refined features. So I have a small nose, and then my lips, I think, are like my dad, who is more Hispanic. I've never had any kind of fillers or Botox, which is fine, that's your choice. But I have a very bad allergic reaction to any kind of injections. I had my eyebrows microbladed a couple years ago and it looked great like that day. But then the next morning I woke up and my whole eyebrow, it had this like horrible allergic reaction, like a histamine reaction to the needles. The same thing happens when I get bug bites. So I can't get any kind of injection or like topical treatments like microneedling because my whole face will swell up. So anyway, yeah, so these are my real lips. I have full lips. I've always had full lips even as a baby. My son also, he has very full lips even when he was a baby. And you know, I guess I kind of have a small nose. So a lot of commenters, they're upset about the subject matter of my videos. They'll just resort to these kind of ad hominem attacks on my features, which I mean, I guess is a compliment. You know, they think that I've had work done on my face, which I haven't. But anyway, so yeah, he says, everything is fake, including your face. And I wrote back, I love when you talk dirty to me, with a clown face. And what's interesting is this person responded, I am a clown. Sorry, still love your work though. Like, and so when I posted, I was like, this had me going like up and down because I'm just like, are you hating on me or do you like this? I mean, do you like the videos? You're being rude, but then you're being nice. Anyway, that's just kind of a smattering of comments. I'm gonna end this video here because there's a lot more. I'm gonna have to do another video about this. Those are just a sampling of my kind of hate comments. So again, if you want to follow along as I get more and I respond to them, I pretty much always post in my Instagram stories. At this point, it's at least once a day, sometimes twice, sometimes several times if there's more than one and they're, you know, going back and forth with me. But yeah, that's on my Instagram stories, at a heated mess on Instagram. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how you would respond to these people. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye.